Amy, co-founder of Untethered Media, coming at you from our home in Costa Rica. And in this video, we're going to dive into influencer marketing and share 5 crucial tips you need to know before starting any influencer marketing campaign. So as travel marketers and travel bloggers, this is a topic that's really near and dear to our heart. We have been the influencers, and we have also worked with businesses to drive their influencer marketing campaigns. So we have a unique outlook on what really goes into making an influencer campaign work for everybody involved. In case you're not familiar, when we talk about influencer marketing, we're referring to a campaign where you work with a blogger or a social media celebrity who has a fan base, a group of followers that, follow them for tips or recommendations, and they really like and trust them. So the idea is that your business can get in front of this new target audience and have access to these eyes that otherwise you wouldn't be able to. It's similar to celebrity endorsements on commercials, except for instead of traditional media, we're talking about new social media, blogging, YouTube, anything like that. All right. Now that we're all on the same page, let's dive into the 5 things you need to know before starting any influencer marketing campaign. Number 1, know your influencer. You need to know who is their audience. Are they the right target audience for your business? If you want to attract young 20-somethings, then a blogger that specializes in baby boomer travel probably isn't right for you, even if they have 10 million followers, because their audience is not aligned with yours. Another thing to be careful about is looking at numbers alone. Again, it's great if an influencer has a bajillion followers, but that means nothing for your brand if those followers aren't engaged and active, and if they trust the influencer. And again, if they align with your target audience and the people that you want to attract to your business. So to recap, know your influencer and know who their audience is to make sure it aligns with yours. Number 2, be prepared to pay. A lot of businesses don't like to hear this. I know that we're all on tight marketing budgets, but an influencer, that is their business, their blog a lot of times, or their social media channels, or whatever it is they're doing. And just as you would not respect if someone came to you and asked for a free tour, free hotel, or whatever, influencers don't appreciate it when you ask them to give you a shout out or write an article about you for free. If there's nothing in it for the blogger, why would they take the time to do that? So it sounds a little bit harsh, but it's really important to go into these relationships with a clear budget in mind. You can also work on exchange a lot of times. So maybe if you have a beautiful hotel, you invite a blogger to come stay and write a review about your property in exchange. You can work out the terms with the influencer when it comes to it, but know that it should be a mutually beneficial relationship that benefits not only your business, but also the influencer, their time, and respects the business that they've spent years to build. All right, number 3, make expectations clear. So when you work with an influencer, before you get started with anything, you want to make sure that both parties are on the same page about the goals, the deliverables, when things will be published and due. Don't just expect the influencer to do all of that for you, because you might have different ideas of when a reasonable date is to publish your campaign or to publish your social media posts or your blog posts or whatever it is that you're doing with them. So to ensure that everything is set up for success and everybody's happy, it's best just to be crystal clear about the desired outcome of the relationship and what deliverables you hope to see along the way. Number 4. Keep track of everything. So where you can in the influencer marketing campaign, you want to make sure that you're tracking links, that you're tracking social shares, that you're asking for a report at the end of the relationship to see how many people visited the blog post, clicked on links, liked, commented, or shared social media posts. Whatever analytics and data you can get, the better. Specifically, when we say keep track of everything, we're of course talking about the links. So make sure that you're putting in a bit.ly link or a trackable link so that you can see exactly how many people clicked through on a blog post or took a specific action as a result of working with that influencer. That said, we do want to be clear that brand awareness and building your brand is a very important goal that can come out of influencer marketing. So just because you didn't see a certain amount of sales doesn't necessarily mean that the influencer relationship failed in any way. If you get a whole bunch of new eyes to your page, there are ways that you can continue to build the relationship with them even if they weren't ready to buy right away. You can continue to retarget to those people through Facebook ads or Google ads. You can continue to nurture and build relationships with them. Just because they weren't ready to buy right away doesn't mean they won't buy later and that the influencer marketing campaign wasn't a success. which brings me to number 5. Be clear about your goals. So we already talked about being clear with the influencer and going through the desired outcomes and making sure you're all on the same page. But this last one is really more specific to you. Why do you want to do an influencer marketing campaign? How is it going to build your business, your bottom line? Get really specific about the goals. That way you have a clear picture of what your desired outcome is from the campaign and whether or not it worked for your business, and you should continue to pursue this, tweaking things here or there for bigger success along the way. Alright, so there you have the 5 most important tips to keep in mind before diving into any influencer marketing campaign. If you liked the video, click like or share below, and leave a comment so we can know what you found helpful or any other tips you have.